Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bapak dan Ibu yang saya hormati, perkenalkan, nama saya Lafziatul Hilmi. Saya dosen tetap pada Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris, Departemen Bahasa dan Sastra Inggris, Fakultas Bahasa dan Seni, Universitas Negeri Padang. Video ini ditujukan sebagai salah satu syarat pada sertifikasi dosen pada tahun 2025 terkait dengan pernyataan diri dosen dalam unjuk kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi pada bidang pengajaran. Saat ini, saya sedang dalam masa tugas belajar pada program studi S3 Linguistik di Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Mata kuliah listening merupakan mata kuliah utama yang saya ampu dalam kategori language skill. Mata kuliah listening terdiri atas 3 tingkatan, yaitu basic listening, intermediate listening, dan advanced listening. Masing-masing mata kuliah memiliki kredit 2 SKS. Mata kuliah listening ini merupakan rangkaian mata kuliah bersyarat, sehingga mahasiswa harus terlebih dahulu mengambil dan lulus pada tingkatan yang lebih bawah sebelum mengambil mata kuliah selanjutnya. Secara umum, capaian pembelajaran lulusan pada kelompok mata kuliah listening adalah mahasiswa mampu menunjukkan kemampuan menyimak, berbicara, membaca, dan menulis menggunakan bahasa Inggris yang lebih akurat dan lancar pada konteks tertentu. Capaian berikutnya yaitu mahasiswa mampu menggunakan teknologi informasi yang sesuai dalam proses belajar mengajar. Pada mata kuliah Basic Listening, materi yang dirancang terkait dengan penggunaan bahasa Inggris dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Semacam pembiasaan kepada mahasiswa untuk bisa mengenali bagaimana bahasa Inggris didengarkan dalam konteks kehidupan sehari-hari. Selanjutnya, pada mata kuliah intermediate dan advanced listening, materi lebih mengarah kepada micro dan macro skill dari listening yang biasanya muncul pada tes profisiensi seperti TOEIC, TOEFL, dan IELTS. Micro dan macro skill listening ini selanjutnya disusun mulai dari yang sederhana dalam bentuk percakapan singkat hingga level yang kompleks berupa monolog akademik yang lebih panjang. Micro teaching kali ini fokus pada mata kuliah intermediate listening. Mata kuliah intermediate listening ditawarkan kepada mahasiswa semester 2 dengan bobot 2 SKS. Capaian pembelajaran lulusan yang diharapkan diantaranya, mahasiswa mampu menunjukkan kemampuan menyimak informasi berbahasa Inggris dengan tingkat akurasi dan kelancaran yang lebih tinggi. Capaian pembelajaran mata kuliahnya meliputi mahasiswa mampu membedakan bunyi, baik itu homonim, homofon, homograf, minimal pairs atau linking sound. Mahasiswa mampu membedakan makna kata, terkait dengan penggunaan sinonim, similar meaning, dan juga paraphrase. Mahasiswa mampu menyimak penggunaan angka, waktu, dan frekuensi. Mahasiswa mampu menyimak dan memahami makna dari ekspresi transaksional seperti suggestion, offering, request, agreement, uncertainty, dan empathic surprise. Mahasiswa mampu menyimak dan memahami makna dari ungkapan menggunakan negative expressions. Terakhir, mahasiswa mampu menyimak dan memahami makna ekspresi pada contrary meaning, untrue condition, dan idiomatic language. Di awal perkuliahan, tepatnya di pertemuan pertama, saya biasa menjelaskan konten RPS yang meliputi topik perkuliahan selama 1 semester, bobot penilaian, serta peraturan terkait kehadiran, pakaian, dan kedisiplinan yang tertuang dalam kontrak perkuliahan. Sedangkan untuk penilaian akhir, bobot utama penilaian akhir merupakan proyek individu yang dilakukan oleh mahasiswa secara individual, personal, di mana mahasiswa melaporkan kegiatan menyimak audio atau video berbahasa Inggris sesuai dengan topik yang mereka minati. Kegiatan ini dilakukan di luar kelas, sehingga mereka akan mencatat poin-poin informasi yang didengarkan. Mahasiswa dapat mendengarkan audio seperti podcast, lagu, seminar, talk show berbahasa Inggris, lalu menyampaikan rangkuman dari poin-poin tersebut melalui video presentasi di akhir semester. Jadi mereka mendapatkan input secara listening dan mereka akan menyampaikannya dalam video presentasi yang melibatkan kemampuan speaking. Dalam pelaksanaan pengajaran, saya juga menerapkan metode DIA, yaitu Delivery, Interaction, dan Assessment. Pada tahap delivery, saya menjelaskan materi dasar setiap topik. Misalnya, pada pertemuan keempat dengan topik Distinguishing Word, di awal perkuliahan, setelah salam, doa, dan melakukan hal persepsi, saya mengajak mahasiswa mengingat kembali pengetahuan mereka tentang kata sinonim, similar meaning, dan paraphrase. Setelah mendengarkan pemaparan dari mahasiswa tersebut, saya memberikan penjelasan dan juga terkait tentang mikro dan makro skill listening yang digunakan untuk memahami makna dengan menggunakan sinonim dan paraphrase tersebut. Setelah pemaparan, saya membangun interaction. Pada tahap ini, saya menstimulasi anak-anak mahasiswa untuk mengemukakan opininya, serta memberikan ruang bagi mereka untuk bertanya dan berdiskusi terkait dengan materi tersebut. Saya tidak lupa memberikan apresiasi bagi yang sudah aktif dengan pujian seperti kata good, great, excellent, good job, dan lainnya, sehingga mereka lebih termotivasi dalam menjawab pertanyaan maupun memberikan pendapat. Setelah delivery dan interaction, saatnya saya memberikan assessment. Di setiap topik, asesmen yang diberikan memiliki pola yang hampir sama. Mahasiswa mendengarkan audio tugas terlebih dahulu, menjawabnya sesuai dengan instruksi. Setelah selesai, mereka secara acak akan dipilih untuk menyampaikan jawabannya dan direspon secara klasikal baik dari saya sendiri maupun dari mahasiswa lain. Misalnya, pada tas 31, mahasiswa diminta untuk menuliskan kata kunci dari percakapan singkat yang mereka dengarkan. Melalui kata kunci tersebut, mereka dapat menentukan kata lain yang memiliki makna yang sama yang bisa digunakan. Selain itu, pada akhir pembahasan juga terdapat bentuk refleksi terhadap apa hal yang sudah mereka ketahui selama pembelajaran. Oleh karena itu, Bapak dan Ibu, berikut adalah tayangan video micro teaching saya di kelas Intermediate Listening pada pertemuan keempat dengan topik Distinguishing Word. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning everyone.
Morning, Miss.
It's really nice to meet you, yeah, even in Zoom meeting, yeah. Okay, thank you for attending this meeting. Let's say before we do the activities, let's have a pray first, okay? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. So while waiting for other friends, I'll check your attendance first. Okay, the first one is Ahmad Eka Putra Guci Tanjung.
Present.
Okay, thank you, Ahmad. Okay, the next one is Fatwa Khaira.
Present, Miss.
Okay, let's continue to our topic today. Yeah, let's say in intermediate listening, we are going to study about the micro and macro listening skills. Yeah, that usually you can find in a kind of the proficiency test. Okay, such as TOEIC, TOEFL, or IELTS. So there are some micro skills and also micro and macro skills, yeah, that usually be questioned in that kinds of proficiency tests. Now, last week we have already discussed about distinguishing sound, right? So that's one of the part of the micro skills of listening. So you have to differentiate the sounds of the information you heard. because English is sometimes so tricky. Yeah. Last week you also have already learned about minimal pair, such as the word bed, yeah, and then such as goose or geese, yeah. So there are so many words that comes with the minimal pairs or only one different vocal different sound. Okay, so do you have any questions about distinguishing sounds? Have you got the information? And do you understand what you have learned last week? Yes? Okay.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so let's come to our topics in this week. So today we are going to study about distinguishing meaning of words. Yeah, after you already notice, yeah, known and understand about the differentiations of the sounds, yeah, and then we move to the topic of distinguishing meanings of words. So the learning outcomes are you as a student are able to define and determine synonym and paraphrase, and then students are able to distinguish the meaning from synonym or paraphrase, and students are able to analyze the meaning of particular words in the context of and in the correct context and use. Okay, so the focus of this topic is how you can how you can understand the meaning, how you can extract the meaning from the words by using synonym and by using paraphrase. Okay, do you get it so far? Okay, so let's see. Before we come to the practice and then the further discussions, have you ever heard about synonym or paraphrase? Can
Yes,
you,
Miss.
okay, what do you know about synonym or paraphrase? Maybe you find it in another course, such as in reading or writing. Yeah, maybe you can share what have you known about this? Okay, Fatwa.
Okay, Miss. I think synonym is a word that has same or very similar meaning. Like maybe example, the word big, same with large, huge, or
Mhm.
something like this, Miss.
Okay, so one word, another word that has same meaning with another word. Okay, maybe another one, synonym or paraphrase. Thank you, Fatwa. That's a good job. Yeah, that's a good answer. Okay, another answer maybe. Okay, welcome Mila.
Okay, welcome, Mila.
Okay, Ahmad, is it you?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
That's me.
Go on.
Uh, Synonym is a word that has the same meaning. Paraphrase is when we rewrite the sentences without changing the meaning of the first sentences. That's what I know.
Okay, thank you, Mila. That's a good answer. Yeah. So in paraphrase, we keep the meaning, yeah, but we use different words, right? Thank you, everyone. I guess other students agree, yeah, with the answers of your friends. So when we talk about synonym, we refer to the word that has same meaning. Yeah. For example, yeah, you can say like happy to be joyful, right? Okay, refer to the same meaning. And then, for example, the word money. Okay, What is the synonym of money? Money. Can you guess? Another word to say
Cash.
money. Cash. What else?
Cash.
Cash. Okay, thank you. What else? In English, we tend to say, what else?
Income, maybe.
What else? Income. Okay. Can be. What else? Okay. Yeah, another word maybe that refer to money such as cent. Yeah. Dollars. Okay. And then bucks. Yeah. That's for the informal one. How much is that? It's just yeah, 20 bucks or something. Yeah. Okay. This kind of synonym can be found in some of the proficiency tests. Yeah. Like the word money. Yeah. There is a TOEFL questions asking for cents. Yeah, another word for money. Yeah, that's the example of synonym. Okay, thank you. And then what is paraphrase? Yeah, paraphrase is the way we express the utterance, express the sentence. Yeah, but by using different words, but we have to keep the meaning itself. Or we can use different words, or we can use different structures of sentence. Okay, so we make it as the paraphrase. Okay, do you understand so far? Can you imagine what we are going to have, what kind of practice we are going to have today? Yes? Okay. So let's see, before we listen, I have two kinds of activities here. Okay, let's see. In activity A, you have to match the sentences in column A with the paraphrase in column B. So the number 1 is given as an example. Okay, can you see the number 1 in column A? I had to fill out an application. Nah, it has the paraphrase form as in column B we can find in point E. It was necessary to complete a form. Okay, so what is the paraphrase here? We have the word, the verb fill out, yeah, which can be, okay, what is the synonym of fill out? There is to complete. Okay,
Complete.
so there is a word fill out, okay, which has the same meaning with to complete. And then there is an application. What is application? Okay, it can be in.
Okay,
it can be in. Yes, in a form. Yeah, so application can be in form of a form. Yeah, so we have the number 1 in column A match with number E in column. Okay, can you do it in 1 minute? For the rest
Yes,
of the
miss.
questions? For the rest of the questions?
yes,
Okay,
miss.
I'll wait for you.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, have you done? Yes?
Yes, miss.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
miss.
discuss it together, yeah? Okay, so number 2, can you make it, Ahmad Eka?
Yes, miss. I couldn't leave before noon, as the paraphrase is A. It was impossible for me to go by 12.
Okay. Can you tell why?
Can you tell why?
Because there is the similarities about time here. It's before noon.
Okay.
It's to
Okay.
explain that he couldn't leave at 12. So he was possible to leave after noon, afternoon.
Okay. Thank you, Ahmad.
Okay, thank you,
Great.
Ahmad. Okay, that's great.
Okay, so before noon means before 12, okay? So we can say by 12, it means before, yeah, by 12. And then the word couldn't can be, yeah, we can say that it's quite impossible, right? Can you understand these activities? Can you do the rest of it? Yes? Okay, so,
Yes, miss.
okay. Do you have any questions? No? Okay, it's clear, yeah? Okay, so you can discuss later the rest of the questions, okay? Now, let's come to the second practice. Okay, so if we see this activity, we need to find the keywords. The keywords when we listen to information, right? Because we cannot catch up all of the information at a time, yeah? So we just need to keep the keywords and then find out another way to talking about the keywords. And it's not a simple things to do. It's not easy, yeah, if we are not trained to do that. That's why in in the next activities, while you listening, okay, the first practice in task 1 is to write down the keywords. Okay, so the core activities, the main activities here, you need to write down the keywords. You do not need to write all of the words you hear, okay? You just need to write down the keywords. What is the possibly the main things talk in this conversation? Okay, do you get it? Yes, okay, so there will be short conversation from two speakers. Each speaker will talk one time, okay? There will be man and woman speaker, okay? Man speaker will talk one time and then the woman speaker will talk one time too, okay? So what you need to do now is listen to the conversations and then write down the keywords, okay? Just the keywords, okay?
Exercise 2. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. You should look for synonyms for key words in the second line. Number 1.
What did you think of the final exam in algebra?
It was too easy.
What does the man mean? Number 2.
How are you feeling today?
I'm really feeling rather sick.
How is the man feeling? Number 3.
Has your family been in business for quite some time?
No, the family business was just established last year.
What does the woman say about the family business?
Okay, let's have 3 questions first. Okay. Okay, can you get the keywords? Okay, who wants to have the first question? Okay, what is the keyword? Okay, Gendis, do you get it? The keyword of the first conversation?
The first conversation, the keyword is final exam. And
Final.
the man said it's too easy.
Okay, so they are talking about the final exam. And then the man said it was too easy. Okay, good job. Thank you, Gendis. Yeah. If we talk about the final exam, yeah, it's usually about report, yeah, assignments, yeah, final exam, okay, or examination, right? And easy, what is easy? Too easy. What is too easy?
Not difficult, Miss.
Not difficult, yeah. Or another person will say a cup of cake, yeah. So it's not difficult, yeah. It's not hard. Okay. What about feeling? Feeling rather sick. Feeling means conditions, yeah. Or body temperature can be when you say something like 6, right? Okay, fever, cough or something. Okay. What about established? Okay, established means didirikan atau berdiri. Is it founded? Okay, and what about last year? What is it? What is the synonym of last year?
A year ago, Miss.
A year ago, yeah. Okay, we can say that. Okay. Now, these keywords can be used for practice too. Okay, so I will play again the audio of practice 2. So please answer the correct response or what does the information implied. Okay, can you? Okay, I'll start it, yeah.
TOEFL Exercise 2. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. You should look for synonyms for key words in the second line. Number 1.
What did you think of the final exam in algebra?
It was too easy.
What does the man mean?
Okay, so what is the answer for the first one? Okay.
B.
Okay, Gendis, the answer is B.
B, Miss. D.
This one? Okay, do you agree, everyone? Do you agree, everyone?
Yes, Miss.
Do you agree, everyone? Okay, so the answer is, because it is easy, we can say the final exam is not difficult. Okay, what about number? That's the, what do you think about our topic today? Julia?
I think that's quite clear, and I think this is a really give an impact for my listening skills.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so focusing on the synonym and trying to paraphrase the words, yeah, is one way to understand the meaning of the conversation. Yeah, so I really hope you can use this in your daily life, yeah, while listening to something. Okay, that's all for today's, everyone. Thank you very much for joining this meeting. Yeah, we will meet next week. Okay, thank you so much, everyone.